Facebook has once again landed in the controversy. This time, the Wall Street Journal report exposes how the Facebook was favoring the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party in India. So the Wall Street Journal report also states that there is a pattern, there is a clear pattern of Facebook favoring the ruling BJP in India. The immediate issue was referring to the hate speeches by few BJP leaders, including the Telangana BJP MLA Raja Singh. The Facebook claims that it has a policy of prohibiting hate speech promoted on its platform. So the Facebook claims that there are moderators, there is an internal mechanism to flag such content, and the moment the internal organization identifies an individual or organization as promoting hatred or enmity between the communities, then they will be categorized as dangerous persons or dangerous individuals or dangerous organizations. Then the Facebook takes action on them, either deleting their post, or if they are much more serious and grave in proportion, delete the entire account of that person also. So this is the mechanism in the Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg himself said he was referring to certain hate speech comments during the Delhi riots and telling that this is the content which we should not encourage on our platform. But what really happened is when the moderators in the internal team of the Facebook flagged off the content of these four BJP leaders, a senior official of the Facebook intervened to protect these posts. The Anki Das, the head of the public policy division of the Facebook India, intervened to prevent any action on these hate speeches on the Facebook platform by the BJP leaders. Anki Das has even claimed that any such action would hurt the business interest of the company. So that very clearly shows that the Facebook was not intended to stop the hate speech of the ruling party leaders. So this goes against the Facebook value system and the Facebook declared value system. I am not telling the values that Facebook follows, but it is a declared value system. In a democracy, you cannot expect a social media platform to take a partisan stand. So that goes against the principle of the free and fair politics, free and fair elections. So there are over 34.6 million users of Facebook in India. Facebook largest user base is in India only. So obviously the Facebook, by favoring a particular political party, promoting the interest of a particular political party, was actually distorting the democratic discourse, which is against the basic tenets of Indian constitution. So the Facebook, even if it is a foreign firm, has to be accountable to the constitutional values. Well, Ravi Shankar Prasad, Information Technology Minister, in a reply to Rahul Gandhi's allegation that Facebook is favoring BJP, says that the Congress has used the Facebook. He was referring to the Cambridge Analytica episode where a whistleblower has referred to the Congress. My question is whether it is BJP or Congress. We are not bothered. We want Facebook to be value neutral. We want Facebook to be neutral platform so that people can exchange their ideas, exchange their opinions, exchange their feelings. We do not want Facebook either to support the Congress or BJP. Quite unfortunately, Rahul Gandhi says Facebook is favoring BJP. Ravi Shankar Prasad, Union IT Minister, says it favored Congress. But nobody says it should not favor anyone. So the crux of the matter was, no social media platform has a right to favor any particular political party in our country. So that is a clear intervention in the domestic politics by a foreign firm which we cannot accept. Well, this is not the first complaint Facebook is facing. In fact, the United States Congress has indicted Facebook for unethical business practices. In fact, a significant number of advertisers have suspended advertising on Facebook, stating that it is not acting firm on the hate content, especially during the recent Black Lives Matter agitation in the George Floyd's brutal murder. So the British Parliament questioned the Mark Zuckerberg on the corrupt practices the Facebook has been employing. So Facebook is facing such allegations across the world today. So the question here is, no political party can appropriate a social media platform for its own political propaganda, especially because it has it is in power in the country. So this goes against the basic tenets of democracy. And especially, unfortunately, what really happens today on the social media is the very business of social media is directly proportional to the kind of engagement audience have on this platform. So if the more and more people post, more and more people share the content, more and more people engage themselves, then the Facebook or any other social media platform business expands. So as a result of that, in a bid to expand the business, these social media platforms are encouraging extremist voices and legitimizing such extremist content in a popular discourse. So this will harm the society. They will not only harm the democracy, it will harm the society, because the even section 153A of Indian Penal Code very clearly says that no one should involve, no one should engage in any kind of hate speech which promotes enmity between two communities. So obviously, even to benefit a ruling party, the Facebook has no business to encourage a hate speech in the country. So hate speech is a serious crime. So this has to be curbed at any cost. Quite unfortunately, Facebook, for its own business interest, is encouraging this. So this is not a simple allegation of a political party nexus with a social media platform. It is an affront on Indian democracy. It is an affront on the Indian society by a social media giant essentially interested in its business promotion.